It's a very large and very intimate subject. We have to go deep into ask ourselves what makes us human. For example, biologically and psychologically, we all are human. If you look from the point of anthropology, we are also human. Then we think about how to be a human being, that he who enjoys life fully and contributes his capacity to the society fully and also gets total involvement, total full participation in the society. If these three things are more or less fulfilled, we can call him, he's just real human being. What is the real human being? What he has to have? Number one is clean mind. Number two, open heart. They are very, very, very crucial, without which we cannot call anybody real human being. When we have these two things, what else we have to have? For sure, the biggest and the most subtlest thing that we have to have is love. And here, what kind of love it has to have? A love only for me, only for my girlfriend, my wife or my child, only for my country, only for my fascinations? Or I have to be a human being who is capable of sharing his or her love with everyone else in this little global village equally, with the same eyes, total impartial, total unconditional, something that gives you that capacity that wherever you live in this planet, the entire human community, the mankind, you feel they are all belong to me. I belong to them. Then comes this is what I call belongingness. Belongingness comes if you have love for others. Not suppose you have love for your church and you don't like the mosque. That's not love. We have to go above all these limitations. Then we can really feel what love is. We just don't love what is familiar or what is known to us. We don't love something only because we get something in return, a profit, a benefit, a compliment, an appreciation, a kind of care, kind of hope, kind of security. I love my parents as long as I need them. Though the day they are incapable, I throw them into old age home. So that is not real love for the parents. I take the baby, put in the crèche, and I go to do whatever I want to do. So that is not a real 100% love for the baby. I am sure every mother has love for their baby. They think about it, they feel about it. But we have to practically do it in daily living.
And Swamiji, there is any way to do that if it's difficult for a mother or for someone to give this way,
Yeah, that is
if they realize they are not doing well and they want to transform and they want to give better.
It's very easy. Very easy. You don't have to go anywhere. For example, you go to a fruit tree, like apple tree. Like at your home you have the cherry.
Yeah.
When cherry flower blossom, every kind of insect comes. Cherry flower never say, I will only like this honeybee, I will like only this beetle or this wasp. No. This flower accepts everybody. Every insect that comes by. So when there is a fruit, okay? Does it say that this only the Julie can pick up the flower, me, and this blind man from India cannot pick up, or Daniel cannot pick up? Does it say that? It is always open to it. So it is, if your heart is open and you have the real love for yourself, I'm not saying narrow, selfish love, then this love can be shared with anybody without any problem. It's very easy. It's nothing to learn. We are already having that impartial, that unconditional love within us. Because of fear, because of our parents, because of our family, because of our education, because of our media, because of also many other things I don't want to get in. That's how it works. We narrow down ourselves and kill our spirit of unconditional love and replace it with very selfish, very narrow, little creature we became.
So, because we don't have this example around us, we have to trust, or we have to find some way to go there.
I think there are many examples, but we don't want it.
For what? Like what?
Like having the unconditional love for everybody. If the parents have, the society have, it will also go to the child, go to the baby. Right? We have it. We see every day. The rain coming. Does it say that I'll only rain in the house of Daniel?
I'm here.
Right? Does it say that? No. We see every day how nature behaves. We see everything. But we don't want to open our heart and soul to it. And we don't want to practice it. We expect from others that they should love me. I remember in India, there was not a tradition by the traders and shopkeepers. When you go to buy something, you buy, you give money, then you go. Okay? It's normal there. And because of the trading and all these things develop in the West, they develop this thank you. So when you buy something from the shopkeeper has to tell you thank you. Thank you for visiting my place. It's a commercial kind of a thing, commercial appreciation. But when a Western person going to India the first time, he goes to a shop, he buys something, then the shopkeeper doesn't say anything. Understand? They feel miserable. They feel these people are uneducated, uncivilized. Why he didn't say thank you to me? Because this expectation also destroys our impartial love. We know how to expect. We know how to demand, how to want, how to wish. But we don't know how to give. No, we don't know. If we learn this giving, we can not only give our children, our boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, or nearest people that we like, or nearest friend we have, we can share it with everybody. That's what my life is about. I don't see people, I don't know their language, but I don't never feel that I'm meeting something some strange person. Always I hear, oh, this man was very strange, I'd never known him before. He started to talk to me, I didn't understand why he was talking to me. He's a human being, he's just talking. Or she's talking to you. What's the problem? What is the problem? That's why I say before anybody smile, I smile at the people. I don't wait or expect, Julie has to smile, Daniel has to smile, then I'll smile. That is what? That is non-human. That is selfishness. So the person who is selfish, too much selfish is not a real human being. Somebody not sensitive. Now I'm not talking about emotion. I'm talking practical way of living. Emotion is changeable thing. It appears, it disappears. Like, how do you know somebody is sensitive? Who's willing to share whatever he has? Who is willing to give? Willing to participate? Willing to involve in others things which doesn't bring any profit, any benefit, any appreciation, any recognition, any media flash, nothing. People, I'll give an example. Many people go to poor countries to help. You know why they help? Photo opportunity. They need to be appreciated. So poor people getting 5 francs is very happy. They show their happiness. Right? Which you cannot get it here by giving 5 francs. Nobody will smile at you. And then they have the camera, everything. They take the photos to their friends or put in the internet and all that they do. So just the real intention behind is somebody has to appreciate us. Somebody will comfort us. Somebody will entertain us. The sense is not there. Somebody is doing because you have to convert into that community. Or you consider that community is good, then you go there. So even in the so-called social work, there is an intention behind, an expectation behind. That also restrict ourselves to become real human being. Then another element which is very generosity and compassion, for example. Why you have to be generous? Because human world is, everybody cannot do everything. Suppose you are a therapist, she's an artist, I'm a man of blah blah, for example. Okay? So we can depend on each other. If I have some difficulties, I ask you about therapeutic things, I ask him, and something artistic he can make for us. And you can ask me to make a big noise, big blah blah, I can make it. Right? So in this way we are dependent on each other. So generosity is an obvious way to share, to give and take. Right? Not by business. Give and take with the business is something different. This happens because of the expectation.
It's kind of free exchange.
Natural. It's natural. That makes a society more healthy, happy and prosperous.
Yeah.
When we restrict things, we occupy everything for ourselves. We don't share with it. There is always war in history. There is always conflict. There is always contradiction. So similarly, why I talk about compassion, what compassion does? There are many types of compassion. Compassion I show because I want something. Compassion I show because you have to convert to my religion. Compassion I show because I feel that you will give me something tomorrow. Understand? So a compassion that is not coming from this kind of is absolutely free. I don't need any emotional gratification. I don't need any entertainment from you. I don't want to have a good memory of it or something. I just give because you are a human being. I'm a human being. I have something, time or energy. I just share and give and forget. And forgive. If your act, any action of compassion is involved with any expectation, any return, any kind of subtle, emotional, social or otherwise, they all cannot be called compassion. Then that person is not, in my term, is a real human being. Definitely biologically, psychologically and socially, he's a human being. I don't deny that. But he's not a real sensitive human person. You understand this word, human?
Yeah.
Yes.